Alliances forged and broken. We have paid the price for sharing this world. And we have forgotten what makes us strong.
Close ranks! Advance has won! Lordaeron will be ours!
My king, we have her cornered.
Keep firing!
I really like that minute. Alright, so it looks like we got two options here. I think we're choosing the Realms of Vanis because Anduin now. And can we character copy? No. Okay, well, let's just get what my character is, which is a Troll Death Knight. And we don't really need to customize it, but let's make it a male. use. Death Strike. That's my name. And it puts us automatically at 110. Can you? I wish you could. Oh, you can. Character copy. Okay, so Death Strike Zujin. Copy. Yeah, I want to. Oh, whatever. We'll just enter as this character, I think. Because this is the one. This is my actual name. We'll just go Death Strike without the specialty. It's not available. Okay. We'll just go Death for now. Now. Death with the specialty. They don't want me to have a specialty. Or the characters, or the, I don't know. Let's just go Sword Strike. That's my old main's name. What? Come on now. Okay, my old name is Fitzy. That's a 9. Got like an hour tops, so let's see what this Legion or this Battle for Azeroth thing's all about, shall we? Let's see. So you log in and you automatically have this thing pop up. What's new is Island Expeditions and War Mode. It won't let me strip the quest. Okay. It gives me the armory levels though. How many of those did it give me? Damn, give me tons. I don't matter though. Okay. So, first of all, what do we got here? Oh my god. Hopefully we have our other gear. Okay. I was a little bit scared. I don't have any of my add-ons, so this is going to be a little interesting, I guess. What's this? I got a companion. And horde. Cool. Anyway, so let's put optimal shit on for now. These bags are menus. We also need a ring. Where will my ring be? This one, man. No. This one probably. The item level's throwing me off. This is the one I just got. So yeah, it's probably gonna be this one. This one will give me haste and versatility though. Well, this is what I have equipped. And then we can put the bracers on. And this is my optimal gear set. So currently in my optimal gear set, which was 970 item level, it is 247 equipped. Oh no, 245 equipped. So, with that being said, do we actually want to keep those specifically on? I know that I definitely want to dump some of this bag space.
How are you?
So what I'll do is get rid of these tanking items probably. Keep the enchanting villains. Keep that so I can keep using it if I need to. I don't think I need the anvil, but we'll keep it. Alright, no, that's just in case I need, like, I don't think I do. Boots, we'll keep in case we want to increase movement speed. We don't really want to swap to tank spec, probably. We can always open it up with Jeeves. Speaking of which, Jeeves is coming with us. We definitely want our potions, although I'm not sure if that's a potion I want, but I don't know, these will give stats. So 1,000 stats is squished down to 113. Just an FYI. Huh. This here is higher item level than that one, apparently. Oh!
See you later.
I don't have... Oh, I do have 4-piece. So, the 4-piece is still active. It looks like. But for some reason, my gloves, 245 gloves there. 255 gloves. It's just haste versatility versus crit versatility. What's my crit percentage? Crit percentage is 30. Haste is 23. 26. 11. So, I'm not sure. This is higher item level though. Probably should just equip it. For now. Anyway, we don't need this. And that's actually disabled, so it's not going to be available anymore.
Hey there.
So we'll put this in here. Let's put these in here, they're no longer applicable. This one, don't really need. Does it still do what it used to do? It looks like it. That's only if we need the boots back on. Drums. This is going to be haste food, which I think it would be better to have tartar, to be honest. Because that increases movement speed. We got flasks, infinite ring. I don't know if we should keep the whistle or not. Only works in areas in which you have unlocked the use of the flight whistle. So this might be the same flight whistle we use later on, but I'm not sure. Let's move this up into the corner for whatever reason. I don't know. It's bugging me. We'll put it right. We obviously want our hearthstones, just in case I need it. I don't think the garrison one is going to be needed though. So let's put that one over here. Then this one's to the Vindigar. We'll probably reset that one. And we might want to keep the Dalaran one. So, blacksmith's hammer and enchant stuff. Engineering shit. I kind of want to go with the skinning. I haven't decided whether I'm going to do that or not. This is just extra shit we don't need. Treasure from that. This is no longer applicable. This I don't think is any better than the other stuff in this one. Haste first. That will allow me to I don't know, because it'll allow me to res people, I guess, so keep it. That's old. This is the tanking version of the trinket. It still has strength as baseline, so if I want more versatility, that could be potentially better. This is going to be for the other spec. This is in case I'm going for the other spec as well. Don't need our keystone. That's a much lower item level and it's tier, so that's going to be outdated at some point. This can give me more tankiness. So I'll swap that out in case I need it. Yeah, that's just a lower item level ring. It's like an old ass tanking trinket. Check. any pet charms. Totally outdated. Let's put this on our bars. Oh, we already have it on bars. Cool. Alright. And then I think that should be everything.
See you around.
So, let's go over. Why does it keep kind of... It keeps, like, changing. I think it's, like, the head bob mechanic. I don't have my hat on, so I have to actually right-click that.
Be careful.
Okay. Let's inspect our talent tree, shall we? Okay. Talents. So these are our talents. Relatively the same. Frostworm's Fury is still selected. This is it's in line with what my old talents were, but it's not the actual old talents, so we do have to redo these. Gosh, what was the recommended set? So this one is where Oblit and Frost Scythe consume a stack. You can get up to 5 stacks every 8 seconds. And frost damage. Icy Talons, your runic power spending abilities increases your melee attack speed, stacking up to 3 times. You have to have basically your frost strike every 6 seconds minimum though. So that puts a pretty specific rotation with your frost strikes. Or Cold Heart, which will slowly stack stuff up like the old legendary did. This is actually probably the best one. So with that being said, Cold Heart is going to be in these sections, or Chains of Ice is going to. I don't think Cold Heart is going to be the name. It's going to be when you use your Chains of Ice. So we'll put that up there. Next line. Runic Attenuation. Auto attacks generate 3 runic power. Murderous Efficiency. Consuming the killing machine has 50% to grant you a rune. Or Horn of Winter, which gives you up front. I'm gonna guess that Runic Attenuation is probably the best. I believe that's probably accurate. Death's Reach is increases the range of your death grip by 10 yards, and then killing will reset your death grip. That could be potentially good with a leveling spec, so I might actually consider that for leveling. Asphyxiate, though, will give them a stun, and that could be much more useful. Blinding Sleet targets, it's a frontal cone. Disorientation. So out of these, I kind of want to use Death's Reach for PvE situation. Just because when I kill something, I can death grip the next one over. Although if I'm pulling multiple mobs, this will no longer be very significant. So maybe this will, because it'll give me more time to kill them without taking damage. So Asphyxiate's probably going to be better. In which case, I would put that... my bars aren't set up either. Damn it. Well, I was going to put it over here. Because I have a bar set up. I don't think it's even on here right now. My disenchantment. Yeah, I mean I have some bars missing. I'll have to redo all of this. But we'll put it on here for now. It's probably on this bar. Yeah. So I have to put that. We'll change that around. Alright. So for now, Avalanche, casting Howling Blast with Rime active causes jagged icicles to fall on nearby enemies, dealing damage. Frozen Pulse. While you have fewer than 3 full runes, your auto attacks radiate intense cold, causing frost damage to nearby enemies. And Frost Scythe. Sweeping attack that strikes all enemies in front of you. Oh, they have to be in front of you, not all around. This attack's benefits the killing machine crits from Frost Scythe deal 4 times normal. Okay, so probably want to keep that one. And since we're keeping that one, let's put it like that. Okay. Permafrost. Auto attacks grant you an absorb shield. Wraithwalk is a movement speed cooldown that was made into a talent now. Increases movement speed by 70%. I think that's higher than before. While active, your movement speed cannot be reduced below 170%, so you can't be slowed either. That's interesting. Death Pact. Create a Death Pact that heals you for 50% of your maximum health, but absorbs incoming healing equal to 30% of your max health for 15 seconds. So, it gives you 50% of your max health in one go, but for 15 seconds, 30% reduced healing. Interesting. Well, healing is important. We can put that down here. What is this even? From the cards. No one gives a shit. Okay. This row is Gathering Storm. Each room spent during Remorseless Winter increases its damage, so that's the same. Glacial Advance, instant, on a 5-second cooldown. Summon glacial spikes from the ground that advance forward, each dealing frost damage and applying razor ice to nearby enemies, or to enemies near their eruption point. Okay. And then Frostworm's Fury, which is the dragon. I've heard that this is better overall, and that this is better if you want burst damage. So right now we're just gonna go with this for overall, and it is another button we need to put on our bars. So we are increasing the number of buttons we use, people. I don't need that Frost Scythe right there. Yeah, this one. And then the last one is Ice Cap, your Frost Scythe, or Frost Strike, Frost Scythe, and Obliterate. Reduce the remaining cooldown of Pillar, which is already on a 45-second cooldown. So that'll... Wow. I don't know, that would increase your usage of Pillar, so it's almost always up. Pillar gives you 15% strength right now, and each rune spent while active increases your strength. So, Obliteration, which is the same as it was before, and Breath of Cinegrosa. I personally really don't like Breath of Cinegrosa, and Obliteration is still good, but I'm gonna actually stick with Ice Cap in this one. I think I'm not a big fan of Breath. So, yeah, we're gonna stick with Ice Cap. Alright, and then as far as these over here goes, I get 1 slot for trinkets. Gladiator's Medallion is the on-use cooldown to get out of things. Relentless is the duration of incoming crowd control effects is reduced by 20%. And Adaptation is going to remove any loss of control within a duration of 5 seconds or more. So if it's a 5-second or more stun or loss of control, you'll want to go with this. Otherwise, this is 20% overall, so it just reduces the time of everything. And this one gets you out of specific instances where it's an issue. I kind of want to do this because I don't really want another button to push. And this will just kind of reduce everything overall. So with no cooldown. So I'm gonna go ahead and hit that one. For this one, it looks like you can choose, let's see, Necrotic Aura through Frozen Center, and then if I do this one, so yeah, you get to choose 3 out of all of these. So let's go through them. All enemies within 12 yards take 8% increased magical damage, so that increases your damage dealt. The Comp Aura. All enemies within 10 yards slowly decay, losing 3% of their max health every 2 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. I feel like Decomp Aura is better than Necrotic personally, but maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Death Chill, Your Death Grip automatically applies Chains of Ice free of cost. When you Chains of Ice a target already afflicted by your Chains of Ice, you freeze them, rooting them into place. So that could be useful. I can definitely see its uses, obviously, in PvP, but I still see its uses in PvE. If you're trying to, like, kite something, especially. Kite something by death gripping it. Funny. But, I don't know. It's like a 4-second, not stun, a root, so it can still cast at you if it's a ranged. I don't know. I think so far the one that I really like is Decomp Aura, so I'm going to do that one. Maybe Necrotic Aura, but we'll see. We might still change it. Delirium. Your Howling Blast and Frost Strikes apply it, and when it's applied, it debilitates the target's movement speed, reducing the recovery rate of their abilities, stacking up to 2 times by 25%. So as long as you're Howling Blast or Frost Striking someone, you can have them have 50% reduced recovery rate, so half as slow casting speed or ability speed. That could be really useful as well. Out of these 3 so far, I don't know. I feel like I would replace Delirium out of these 2, because these both increase my damage that I do. Which means you kill them faster, which, if I'm going Frost, I think is more important, personally. Your crit strike chance on your Frost Strike is increased by 50% for 6 seconds after Frost Strike hits an immobilized target. So your Frost Strikes will crit a lot more frequently if you're immobilizing them, which if you're using Remorseless Winter or Chains of Ice on them, will do. So this would increase your crit chance by 50% on your Frost Strikes, which hit pretty hard. Hit about half as hard as your Oblits. I don't know. Some of these could be really good. Frozen Center. Your Remorseless Winter also freezes all targets within 10 yards, rooting them in place for 4 seconds when cast. So basically it's an AoE snare, which if you're kiting is cool, but otherwise it's not that big of a deal. Overpowered Rune Weapon reduces the cooldown and duration of Empowered Rune Weapon by 50%. So using this would make your Empowered Rune Weapon, which is now a casual one, not casual, but it lasts for 20 seconds and it increases your haste in your rune regeneration. So Overpowered Rune Weapon would make that a 1-minute cooldown, which would line up better with your Pillar of Frost and leveling. I actually kind of like that idea. I kind of like it more than Delirium, so I'm going to swap to that. Sorry, my phone's going off. Okay, so out of these 3, max health, which they could be really buff, that could be significant. 8% more damage from just my Frost damage. I think this is now my least favorite out of the 3, that seems pretty solid. So let's move down the list further. Frozen Center, we already looked at that. Chill Streak, it's an instant cast, deals 3% of the target's total health and frost damage, and reduces their movement speed, stacking up to 9 times. Or no, it bounces up to 9 times, so that could be an AoE ability, but we already have Remorseless Winter and Howling Blast and Frost Scythe. We don't really need another one, and it's only 3% of the target's total health. So I'm not really big on the Chill Streak. Anti-Magic Zone. That's only good against magic users, and only like if you're inside it and they're outside it. Or no, only if you're inside it. If they're inside it also, it doesn't matter. This will still work. But I don't really see a whole lot of like significance in that, really. Heartstop Aura decreases the cooldown recovery rate of abilities by 20% to all enemies. So that's like the idea earlier. There was a recovery rate one, Delirium. Wait, no, this one's reduce the cooldown recovery rate of movement enhancing abilities. Yeah, that's crap. That doesn't matter. So glad we got rid of that. But Heartstop Aura has the overall recovery rate, which could be pretty good. I don't know that I would take it over 8% increased damage though, because 8% is still significant. Dark Simulacraft. I've never honestly known how to use this effectively, so I'm not going to go with this just because I'm not very good with it. But I know that in the past they could be pretty good. So I wouldn't really not take this if I were you, if you're willing to like try and work with it. But honestly, I've tried using it in the past. I'm horrible with it, so I'm not going to take it. And the last one it looks like is available is Cadaverous Paler. You have a 20% chance when struck by a magic spell for it to be completely absorbed and converted into a disease on yourself, dealing damage over time. No. I'm actually fine. I don't need that. So we're gonna go with these three, I think. The only one I'm like 50-50 on whether I want to do or not is probably the Heartstop Aura, because it reduces their recovery rate on the cooldown on their abilities by 1/5, or increases it by 1/5. Other than that, I think I'm pretty much fine. I think Tundra Stalker would be really strong and could potentially be better, but I don't know if overall it would be better or not, because that would make my Frost Strikes have an 80% chance to crit, which would make all of my Frost Strikes equal to my Blitz that don't crit, which is significant. And overall is probably, I mean, it depends how much of your damage is your Frost Strike, but it might be even better than this 8% increased damage, which would be from your Frost Strike, but it would also be from your Howling Blast and your... Yeah, I'm going to keep this one, because this buffs multiple abilities, not just the Frost Strike. So these are the three I'm going to go with, and I can only turn on War Mode in Orgrimmar, so we have to go do that. There's a dungeon journal still. And it doesn't look like I can pick up the quest for this. I'm gonna dump these quests because these are all old. The Blood Infusion. I'm too progressed on that. We will dump that one. Karazhan. Don't really need that one. Orgrimmar, Smoldering Ember. Yeah, whatever. Tempest Keep. Why do we even have that? Emerald Nightmare. That's old as shit. Night Hold. It's old as shit. Tomb of Sergius. That's old as shit. Ulor, that is old as shit. Winter Spring, also old. Battlegrounds. Stop it. My mom likes to call me and remind me that I have work and shit, so. Okay. Get rid of all of these. We don't need this one anymore because we never finished engineering. Death's crummy. Yeah, I feel like I haven't used engineering a whole lot except for all the pleasantries, like Jeeves and stuff. But, I feel like I need to finish this before the X-Pack comes out, and the weekend event, we can get rid of that. So, with that being said, we now have an empty quest log. I wonder if these portals are still over here. Yep, so the portals are still here. That doesn't change. I'm gonna go to Orgrimmar. I'm guessing that that is where we can pick up the...
Champions, the hour is at hand. The Alliance shall fall upon our blades as they desperately grasp at our prized Lordaeron keep. Report to High Overlord Sarfang. Teach them the price of their folly. For the Horde!
So, we automatically get this when we enter Orgrimmar. Hour of Reckoning. Champions of the Horde, the time has come. The Alliance seek to overthrow the Undercity and are laying siege to Lordaeron Keep. You are to report High Lord Overlord Sarfang at once. Make haste. Brill has already fallen and there is no time to spare. So, they've already taken Brill. It's from the War Chief. Speak to High Overlord Sarfang inside Grommash Hold. I don't even know where that is. It's probably here, the main, like, hub. You'll be able to choose one of these rewards. So it's already looking to replace our weapon. But our current weapon is still 240 item level. So, and to look at this, it looks like they've been disabled. Are these separate item levels? 240, 240. Yeah, and they're unique. They're not just unique, but yeah, the effects are inactive now. So, with that being said, our Reckoning, we did pick it up, but we didn't abandon it or anything. So we go over here to the main hub, like I said. And we gotta turn in the quest there, where we're not gonna replace our weapons. Also, I'm gonna change war mode on
For the Horde!
which will increase quest rewards by up to 10% at max level. Wait, that's all it does? I don't get XP now? They're not boosting your XP? I don't know, we'll see. It might be quest rewards in general, which will boost your XP by 10%, but we'll see.
I serve the Horde.
So I gotta pick one of these. I'm just gonna go with the higher vendor value because they're both lower item level. So I got 1650 XP for that. I don't really know. 1650. Okay, this one's gonna be worth 164. I wonder if I turn the war mode off, if that changes. 164.
To die today on the field of battle
No.
is to die an orcish death.
For the Horde!
Do not grow old,
So let's ask the trade check.
if you can help it.
wonder if that shows up in here as a buff. So let's try to
For the Horde!
here and see if we have a general buff. I'm not seeing a general buff for war mode. It's just kind of there. Oh well. Anyway, let's
Speak
pick this
quickly
up.
and speak the truth.
So speak with Isabella, which is this person right here.
What will you require?
I'm ready to go to
Embrace the shadow.
So I'm queued for the Battle of Lordaeron. Actually, I'm gonna unqueue.
What now?
So I'm just gonna end it there. I don't want to join the queue. But I actually have to go to work soon, so I'm just gonna end it here and I'll post this video up and stuff. But I just got the Battle for Azeroth, what do you call it? Beta key, and that's kind of like the intro. This is everything I've done from the moment I logged in. I'll start recording these and posting them up, just so you have like a kind of look at the Battle for Azeroth from the point of entrance. Oh, you don't even get to say no to it, so I guess I will do this. So stage 1. If all my abilities are still the same. I should probably change my abilities around. Because I don't have... which people...
Soldiers of the Horde, the time has come. Our enemies strike against the Undercity and seek to claim Lordaeron for their own. The Undercity is no longer safe for civilians. The war rages above, and dozens of spies have infiltrated our walls. We have herded the cowards to the Mage District and have secured the rest of the city. Your mission is to flush these worms out of hiding, eliminate them, and ensure that our citizens are evacuated safely to Orgrimmar.
Those aren't always showing and stuff.
Target. I need to get inside. Don't have
Victory for Solaris.
I haven't got all day.
Yeah, I definitely need to review my abilities because the death grip isn't working.
need a target.
And like make it so my UI is actually working for my rotation. I don't have a movement speed increase any longer, so that's kind of annoying.
More spies! We have them cornered! We've been
So if
compromised!
it's not possible,
I got the intel. We just gotta make it
or
out of
as
here
if
with
it
it.
was not already
Plan
possible,
B it is then.
DKs are even slower.
Druids of the Claw! Attack!
Find them!
ton of damage, but it
The
is
tunnels have been secured. Open the gate.
They spring from the shadows. They're everywhere.
We're trying to evacuate people.
Hello.
Whatever.
I'm listening. Do not seek death.
Someone messaged me actually. Yeah.
No time to waste. Open a portal to the keep, and we will report to the war chief.
So this was basically all of it. Portal's done. Once you're outside.
Is the Undercity evacuated?
Yes, war chief.
Then it's time to finish this once and for all. Sarfang, rally your troops. I will prepare the Azeroth machine.
Champions, your war chief commands you. It is time to take arms against the Alliance. Their numbers are strong,
Let's run and kill these
but
bitches.
we are stronger. We are the Horde. We crush those who would bring us harm. Loktar Ogar!
Break their front line. Maybe I do want to pull down. Just less game navigate. Once I have like cooldowns and everything I need, I think it'll be good.
Over, Sylvanas! The walls of Lordaeron will soon come crashing down around you!
You have no idea what you're up against, Boar King. We've only just begun.
I've never seen anything like it.
Anything made can be broken. Get, follow me!
Riflemen, lock and load. Advance!
I'll get the army. We can deal with them later. Blast the siege towers!
traps here.
Ladies and gentlemen, rev those engines! Attack!
There must be another way, war chief.
This is no time for sentiment, High Lord. War demands that we take a more direct approach.
It's killing her own troops.
Soldiers of the Horde! Your brothers and sisters lie wounded on the battlefield! There is no honor in this victory if we abandon our own!
Slay them all, champions! Mark my words. King Anduin and his army did not come here for their amusement. They mean to destroy us. Show them no mercy, or they would show you none in return.
Maintain your honor, heroes. Look, Narash.
Do not let them pass! Sawfang, where did you go?
Leave it to me, Dark Lady. I will lead the reserves in the assault. The Alliance will go no further. I swear it.
Meet with Lorthamar, quickly. Do not fail me, Nathanos.
I obey, my queen. Heroes, follow me! Bane, gather the catapults and every apothecary you can find. Send them to the keep at once.
Yes, Blightcaller. But where is Sourfang?
There is no time. We have but precious moments before we lose our terrain advantage. The choke point we create will funnel them through the side of the keep and thin their ranks. With us out in the open, we will outnumber them 10 to 1.
Understood. I will meet you as soon as I can.
No. Lorthamar and I will handle the interlopers.
Oh,
I can't risk leaving the war chief unguarded. You are not to leave her side.
How long are you expecting to hold them off? What is the war chief's strategy?
It is better if she tells you herself. Now go! Champions, with me! We rally in the keep. Your war chief commands it.
Give a chat function for your groups now.
Lorthamar, command our rangers from the flank. Position them on the rooftops.
With pleasure, Blightcaller.
Light throwers, you are our front line. You will create a swath of blight between us and the enemy. Soldiers, fall into position. The Alliance approaches.
Alright. Intercept the Alliance.
It is you who is outnumbered now.
That army is enormous. Give the word and I will teleport us to safety.
If we turn tail now, we just become prey. No. We will fight, and die if we must, for what we believe in.
Your time is up, King Anduin. Victory for the Forsaken!
Alliance, hold your ground!
Let us even the odds, King Ray.
Illyria, thank the light you've made it.
I am known for my timing, Your Majesty. Mekator, are you ready for battle?
Illyria, take the rest of our troops and focus on routing the enemy army.
As you wish. Champions, with me!
My machines are at your command!
Figure this out.
Look who joins the fray. Good. I was hoping you'd keep this interesting.
I assure you, Blightcaller, the pleasure is all mine.
Those traitors must be dealt with. Their assault will soon fall.
Think that works. I think you're supposed to die.
Pull them back!
Retreat!
No! They must not escape!
Everyone! Follow Nathanos to the courtyard! I will block the Alliance from behind! Keep moving! We're almost there! Make haste, heroes! So good of you to finally show up, High Overlord.
I had to see it for
How many
myself.
stages of this are there?
Was this your plan all along? Is this how you meant to achieve victory? This honorless travesty?
Honor means nothing to a corpse, Sarfang. You have the luxury of underestimating death. But it is something with which I am intimately familiar. Maybe you don't care if your people die so long as it's honorable, but to me, this horde is worth saving. Anyone who disagrees does not deserve to stand among us. So die your glorious death, High Overlord Sarfang. Give me meaning. Perhaps I will raise your broken body to serve me once more. Or perhaps you will have a chance to say hello to your son. Champion! With me, you are invited to bear witness to the grand finale.
There we go. Okay, now we're back at Order Mark, so we can turn that shit in.
Make it quick.
16.5.
Champion! Azeroth cries out for your aid. Come to Silithus. There's something you need to see.
Get moving.
Alright, well anyway. That's that, and then we'll continue the rest later, but I gotta go to work. And before we continue the next one, I'm gonna set up my bars and see if we can get any add-ons working on this, but I doubt it. We'll see. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and exit. You guys have a good one.